Okay, welcome. I can see some people are coming in already. So I got some folks in the waiting room. Thank you. Karibu. Let's make this thing look cute. I think I saw Watoiti. Watoiti is here. Awesome. It's just the introduction. I'm going to give you guys some time to get here. I'm going to give you time kuingia as we sisi ndio wengi. Lilian Munai. Acha nikwambie. Na sio kubahatisha. I can see baby is in the building. Sisi ndio wengi. Hey, Neresoni. Welcome. Let me close down some of these windows here. Amazing, man. Amazing. How you guys doing today? Yasheri, welcome. How you guys doing today? Jackie, all the way from Iraq, is in the building. Hey, ukiona watu wa Iraq, man. Unajua Mungu yuko. Ukiona watu wa Iraq, unasema Mungu yuko. So we're just getting started. As we proceed, let me see. I hope you guys had an amazing. Number one, I hope everyone had an amazing weekend. Number one. Number two, I also hope everyone is healthy. Let me give a shout out to our sister Jane. She just told me, okay, you now got holidays. Do us all obvious. Perfect. Yes, I was about to talk about that, baby. I was about to say, so number one, I hope 1 month. That's amazing. Nilianza jana. Perfect timing. Lois is joining. Karibu. We are still fresh. We're still young. Just started. Maybe I can also start by saying happy 4th of July, like we say in America. Apaleo is holiday as well. It's Independence Day in America. So here we tell people happy 4th of July. So happy 4th of July. It's Independence Day today in America. So today, federal companies are closed. Corporate companies are closed because today is also a holiday here. Yes. Happy 4th of July, everyone. Joyce is getting in. Karibu. Amazing. It's always great to see. So it's always amazing to see the family. Karibu tuki as we continue. And by the way, and then today, of course, is the end of our 7 days fasting season. Guys, I'm looking forward. Kwa wale ambao we thank God. Let's start. What about saying thank you, God, for the gift of life? What about tuanzie hapo? What about tuanzie hapo? You're right. Yes. Actually, I wanted to say that. So someone like Asheri, that was your first time fasting. and you are also working at the same time. Okay? I absolutely understand that it was tough. Yes. Me, I can say there were days, there was some time, was it like, for example, like Thursday? Was it Thursday last week? Thursday last week, I really felt it. Caroline GG is karibu, karibu, karibu. Welcome, welcome. Like when Caroline asked me a question, she asked me, oh, by the way, I've just joined, I joined Vote TV just the other day. How long have you been here? And I told him this movement started 8 years ago. Do I celebrate the 4th of July? No. I gotta tell you, this is me though. Like, most of these holidays don't mean much to me. But the 4th of July is a big deal in America. It's a big deal. So, so like today we'll have fireworks, like people, like we'll have fireworks, people cracking fireworks all over the place. Ochi is here. Actually, Ochi, I was thinking about you. Well, Jiro is in the building. There's people, we're just getting started. So Unasimu, what happened, Buddha? Dang. What happened to your phone? How are you going to survive without a phone? Oh, ilizima tu pop. Oh, Jesus. So how are these gonna work now? Tutafanya kazi aje? Okay, so those are updates from Ochi from now. Simu ilijizima. So, yeah, so like I was saying, so here in the US, we'll have fireworks all over the place. It's a big deal. I mean, don't get it twisted. The 4th of July is a big deal in America. It's a big deal. It's a very big deal. Sparks flying high like the 4th of July. It's a big deal. But me, like, I honestly, mi sinangi tofauti ya holidays, sijui nini. For me, every day is just another regular day. Even my own birthday. I don't even celebrate my birthday. Every day I wake up in the morning, it's my birthday. Do you see where I'm coming from? Every day I wake up, it's my birthday. But man, yes, fasting ilikuwa. Fasting ilikuwa something else, man. Fasting ilikuwa something else. Joyce is getting here. Oh, okay. Okay, it's fine. So, okay, for those who are fasting, let me see. Oh yeah, actually it's huge. I mean, you know, Americans, they go crazy on the 4th of July. It's huge stuff. There's also another flip side of the 4th of July. For example, how can I put it? In Chicago, in Chicago, or let me actually say, yeah, in general, on the 4th of July, the crime rate also goes very high on this day. Places like, I mean, places like Chicago is known. Some neighborhoods in New York. Like the 4th of July, there's a lot of violence going on in the US. That's the flip side of it. Like now, Nikoshua, even by the end of the day, by the end of this day, yes, Mose, yes. That's what they do. That's what they do. And with all these celebrations going on, there's just too much going on. Come and say, I know for a fact, I know by the end of the day, I will see headlines all over. Oh, kulikuwa na shooting huku, kulikuwa na huku. Somebody got this, somebody got. That's the flip side. Okay, Ochi. So Ochi anasimu. Now that's bad news. So Ochi, you mean no one, I can call you, no WhatsApp, no nothing? So, next, man. So in my book of life, there's something that happened. In my book of life, I was keeping testimonies every single day. I was keeping testimonies. Milka, welcome. I was writing down what God is doing during the fasting season in my book of life. There's someone who spoke about getting healed. Someone gave a testimony of getting healed. Mary Peschke, my sister in Germany. Herzlich willkommen. Let me tell you something. This fasting season has been a transformation for me. And let me thank Pastor Njero, because Pastor Njero has really opened my eyes, about this thing we call fasting. Amenifungua macho. There are so many things I've personally learned, me mwenyewe, about this thing called fasting. And actually, on one hand, I felt sad because it's something I never practiced before. No, my neighbor down here, man, he got she has this one dog. If it bucks, it's not a small one, it's a big one. It's like across the street. But when maybe they're taking the dog out, or when it shakes the house. But anyway, that was I wish Imam were fasting in Nyanza Kita. I wish I could have been practicing this kitambo. I wish. But it's never late. It's never late. It's never late. So the thing is, again, when you have fasting and praying, wacha nikwambie, it brings a lot of things to life. It brings a lot of things to life. People give testimonies. People are giving testimonies. And you guys know how things have been shifting. Unaamka, unasikia Jane, welcome. Unaamka, unasikia kitu imefanyika hapa, unasikia mlango umefunguliwa pale, you get a random phone call from someone. There's something that happens that is very powerful. Well, it's fine, we're just getting started. Don't worry about it. Hata mimi uchelewa 15 minutes, 30 minutes, even 1 hour. But now when I do the schedule and I say 2 will be fine. Tunaongea mambo za fasting. How the experience has been mambo za fasting. And then yesterday, Caroline, I'm telling you, now I've started it, there's no going back. Grace Mungai, welcome. Welcome to the Vote TV Primetime Show. Now, vile nimefanya fasting for the first time and having gone through these, remember me, I started on the 12th of June. So I'm thanking God I did the 21 days. I had 7 days where I went really more of dry fasting with little, I would actually just survive on grapes. If my stomach will get rumble, just some grapes. Get some grapes or some cashew nuts. And the other days nilikuwa nafanya, I did the regular one where you're just fasting, you're having one meal a day. Kama ile ya Waislamu, but now I had a system of my own. It changes something for you folks. It is something that has changed this season. And utaona, you'll see what God does, and you'll see things happening here and here. You'll be getting these connections, and hata nyinyi mmekuwa mkiona like those things we've been talking about. Kama say naamka, hey Nelson, Linda Musembi yuko home. Oh Nelson, Margaret Mugoma came back safely. Our sister Patricia Wangari, ambayo tulikuwa tumeambiwa kwamba I had been told that the breaking news was that she was alikuwa amekufa hapatikani. Then the next thing tunampata. Do you see where I'm coming from? So I would write. So me, I had I have my book of life, and I'm telling you, I have testimonies and testimonies and testimonies, and every day I will have a testimony. I will have something to celebrate. Yeah. The 1st of July, Pastor Njero ameniandikia, hey Nelson, Bill actually called me too. Lakini nilikuwa nimeona. Ebu angalia the Saudi ministry. The Saudi ministry may declare it has changed its labor laws for domestic workers. I'm like, what? The Saudi ministry. And then I keep on reminding myself that weeks ago, I said the change in Saudi will not start in Kenya. The change in Saudi will start in Saudi Arabia. Who am I talking to, man? And I hope, ni ambao mko Saudi, although we'll go through this thing again, like, ni ambao mko Saudi, I hope you guys mume follow and you have watched the video. Yes, baby. That's right. From nowhere. This is the Saudi ministry. This is not at the Kenya Ministry of Affairs or whatever. No. This is the Saudi ministry approving this. And remember, I have my welcome. And remember, I have my God. This is how God places people in your life. Then remember, I have my guy in Saudi Arabia, in Saudi, Mr. Malik mnakumbuka ambaye alikuwa hapa alikuja hapa interview. Amekuwa na agency for over 30 years in Saudi Arabia. Ako Riyadh. So I'm like, hey, this thing is real, right? He said, yes, this is the Saudi ministry. Aliconfirm yeye mwenyewe. Na hata baadaye nitamleta hapa. This is a big win-win. This is a big win-win. So now what we have to do is, even sasa mimi pali need where I am right now, I will be speaking with a different tone. Because najua haki ya msichana ni gani, haki ya house manager ni gani, haki ya kadama ni gani. Sasa it's on print. And that's why I did that video. And I did that video, nikafanya mpaka translation ndio mtu aseme ati sikusikia, because people, some folks go like, hey, this is too much English here, it's too, I can't. No, nime translate, nimesoma na nika translate, and I've even put highlights. And for me, the three outstanding points of the updates in that article ni number 1, kama unachapwa. Tuanzie hapo. Kama unachapwa. If there is evidence, now we know this. If there is evidence ya kwamba unachapwa, either kafiri, ama let's say a member of the family. Sio kama sasa unaona kama ile video ya yule Mganda akichapwa na msichana. Simuliona. So you have a right to change the house without the employer's consent. That's the key part. That's where I want you guys to pay attention. Without the employer's consent. Kama unapitia hizi changamoto. Yeah. And by the way, that video had to be removed. I forgot to tell you that. That video had to be removed because now the new guidelines on YouTube, you cannot put any video that shows any beating or whatever. But it's fine. Like you guys saw it. You saw it on YouTube, but on Facebook, it's there. It's your right. Ni haki yako. Ni haki yako. Ni haki yako. Yeah, Kasheri, yes, it was. Oh, and then on my Facebook, Facebook, I run Facebook. So Facebook, it's all over the place. Munasikia? Ambia ofisi, ambia agent. Now there's no ati kusema, oh, nachapwa nimekaa hapa. No. Say I want. No. I gotta go. Zile enzi za oh, ninachapwa nimewekwa hapa nimefungiwa kwa room. No. And again, baby, again, here on YouTube, it's fine. I understand the community guidelines. I love YouTube. But also like now, like Facebook, that's what something I like about Facebook. So like Facebook, that one I can post it there. So, and then on Facebook, because I have millions of followers on Facebook, it's all over the place. So, I mean, so what they're trying to do is, yes, Na tumekuwa tukiambia watu hapa, man, remember what we are facing is we're not fighting agencies, we are fighting dark forces, we are fighting dark spirits. There's nothing we haven't said here. Hakuna kitu hatujasema hapa. But you know what I do? God speaks for the voiceless, and God stands with the voiceless. And wale wanasamanga mimi ni mnyonge, even God stands for you. He will stand up for you and he will fight for you. That for me was a really major breakthrough. For example, again, it's written in the article, kama hulipwi. Wale wakusema talipa mshahara for 1 month, for 3 months, 5 months, 6 months, 9 months, 1 year. Huh? Guys, you have seen it. You can change the house without the employer's consent. Some I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go. Baby system. Na kama ulikuwa service hapa jana baby you saw Rehema was here. Ulikuja church jana. Rehema joined the church service yesterday. Just FYI. Naliwasalimia jana. And I said, give her, let's gotta get out of here. Ukuja church jana. Okay. And what an amazing service we had yesterday. Guys, service ya jana. Service ya jana again. An amazing Sunday service. An amazing sermon by Pastor Njero. 3 people yesterday accepting Christ as their personal savior. Come on, man. Our 3 sisters yesterday gave their lives to Christ. Lucy, Monica Wangoi, and there was one more. I think she was called Badu or something. 3 people yesterday. And then the message that Pastor Njero preached yesterday, your history is about to change. Yo ilikuwa, man. And the verse that Pastor Njero preached yesterday, I can break down that verse for you. I can break it down for you. I was giving commentaries yesterday, yeah? Kumuka, I was giving commentaries. But that story, that David story, being rejected, then being anointed, and then going back, right away, going back to look after his father's sheep. That process. The David story is my story. I love that story. So I repeat, every time you read that verse, unaangalia vitu tatu. Number 1, his brothers ndio walikuwa kwa ile nyumba. The father alikuwa amesema, Eliab was the oldest one. His brothers were the ones who had been aligned by his father. The prophet said, no. Oh, here's my son Eliab. No, huyu mwingine. No, huyu mwingine. No. They all lined up. And he said, no. That's when he asked, who else do you have? David, who was a young son, alikuwa amewekwa kule he was not even there. That's a story for someone. Kuna mtu yuko hapa, you're destined for something great, you are anointed for something great, and guess what? People are just stampling over you. Ile kuangalia ile madharau. Then for me, the biggest lesson of that story is David's humility. Talk about how to humble yourself. Remember, when David came, wakati David alikuja and then got anointed, alipomwagiliwa mafuta, what did he do? He didn't start saying, man, come on, man. I'm done. I'm going to be the king. I got to do what I got to do, man. I ain't going back to the field to look after the sheep. I ain't doing that. He didn't do that. The moment he got anointed, he went back to look. Alienda kuchunga mbuzi like nothing had happened. Kuna mtu yuko hapa akapromotiwa pali yuko sahi, hiyo kazi anayeangusha, na unapata hata yeye ameanza kufuta hao wengine kazi walikuwa wanafanya nao kazi. Hey, we nimepromotiwa, we inuka, enda nyumbani. You gotta get out of here. You gotta get out of here. We get out of here. Man, I didn't even like you in the first place. You start even sacking your friends. You used to like, you gotta go. Umepromotiwa. That moment you got promoted is when you telling everyone gotta go. David didn't do that. And that's why I like that phrase when we say, don't touch the anointed. You can't break them down. Yes. Daughter of Zion's welcome. She was sick. I'm glad to hear you're doing well. That phrase, touch not the anointed. Remember also, for example, I like the similarities between the David story and the Joseph story. I always keep on telling people, I'm not a preacher, I'm a speaker, but I know I can break the word down for you. I can break the word down for you. It's like the story of Joseph, right? Joseph was the same thing. Remember, Joseph's dad made a very beautiful coat, different colors. He was shining, and his brothers got jealous. Remember, Joseph had these dreams, and he told his family. He was like, "Yo, I had a dream." Thank you, Stella Aquaro. He said, "I had a dream. All of you bow down to me." He was saying that. And they didn't feel comfortable. The brothers didn't like it. So what did they do? When he was to go and go and look after them, what did they do? When they saw him coming, let's finish him. And when he went to see his brothers, he had that colorful coat. The scriptures define it as a very colorful coat. So think of it like a Gucci coat or Da Vinci or Louis Vuitton, like a Gucci Prada. It was like a nice, colorful coat. They planned to kill him. Then the whole entire process being dumped in the hole, being sold for a couple of silvers, going to Egypt as a slave. Exactly. They were laughing, they were clowning him. You are the dreamer. You're just a dreamer. I mean, the Joseph story is mind-blowing, and then going to how the rise from a slave to become the second most powerful individual in Egypt. Then he's shining, he's right here in the palace after all these years. Do you remember it took exactly 19 years between that time when he was sold by the brothers, when they planned to kill him, until the time he became the second most powerful in Egypt. It took 19 years. I'm saying to you guys, you must be patient and trust the process. But the problem is our people, what we love quick results. You want to, and actually I can give a very direct example for you to understand what I mean. You want to plant your seed in the morning, harvest in the afternoon, and have dinner at night. Doesn't work that way. Patience. Na wanacha niwaambie kitu moja, watu wetu wacha niwaambie, ile kitu mimi naanga na watu wetu, what finishes you is lack of patience. One of the reasons our people perish is because lack of patience. Lack of patience, kabisa. Because you want to start something today, and then tomorrow you want to have the results tomorrow. You want to be celebrating tomorrow. You want to start doing something today, and you want to be a multi-millionaire tomorrow. It doesn't work that way. But especially our people. What you my people. This thing is a long game. You must be in for the long haul. Nothing pays overnight. If it comes fast, it goes fast. Who am I talking to? If it comes fast, it goes fast. Look, I'm on fire. And like I always keep on saying, I'm not a preacher, I'm a speaker, but I know. Come on, man. And that's why you find like every time people are coming together and people are like, oh, we can build this. My people, I've learned my lesson. My people are they're the perfect ones when it comes to jumping on a bandwagon. They love jumping on the hype. But they don't have the patience to wait and stay. Patience is also finishing a generation. I can tell you one of the biggest lack of knowledge and lack of patience is making my people perish. And I witness this all the time. Do you know how many messages I'm getting every day? Help me, help me, help me, help me, help me. Help me. 98% of messages I get every day are people asking for help. If not 99%. Right? And there are certain situations where I always tell people, guys, you gotta wait, you gotta be, Gojea, Mama, Gojea, kuwa na patience. And you'll have someone texting you, sending you 10, 20 messages a day. Number one, si kazi umenipatia. And I always remind people, and I always tell people this, people act like this is like an office you can just come and knock. Knock, 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 knock. Yeah, nataka unifanyie hivi, unifanyie hivi, unifanyie hivi, unifanyie hivi, unifanyie hivi. But the lack of patience is making our people perish. If it comes fast, it goes fast. I was making nilikuwa nafanya comparison, for example, even with why are our marriages actually collapsing overnight? Let's start from there. Because now we have this thing called technology. Bilha, welcome. Hey, Bilha, whatever your testimonies are. People, we just say we focus. This happens. This is normal. This is actually normal all the time. They can waste their time. So, Bilha, welcome. So, when you speak about patience, patience is key. Let's welcome him and give him a Wi-Fi password, and then we just keep on going on. These ones we're used to it. Do you get my message? It's funny, I was actually paying attention. Let me tell you something. I was paying attention to like some of the biggest people we have in the USA. People like Bishop T.D. Jakes, people like Steve Furtick. Wale watu wanakuanga na mamilioni za watu. And guys, you should see some of the things. These are people who, when they run their live streams and they have like 100,000 people watching, 200,000 people watching. You should see some of the comments people are putting in there, and it's during a church service. So this is nothing. Mtu moja. So stay there and enjoy this. Enjoy the show. Behind the rest, you know what to do as we proceed. So when we tell people, actually, this is Mama Patricia. Let me pick up his phone. Just here.
Hello.
Hey, you know Patricia?
Hey, Mr. Malama.
Yes.
Kohana sema tenya hakuna mwega.
Mwe hapo ni mwega. Fati de live stream show da ishi.
Eh.
Ne wadi na douane.
Asa.
Oh, dona ma.
Na basi yao. Na double
Dona na basi yao.
Dile nana basi yao ndo kuhurire ni muiga idamu yakane mwara nidi ajira mutiara nidi noni kuhurira.
Okay, leke gune gira na bayane ya. Wena karamu?
Dina karamu.
Okay. So 020 861 861
Neurora, please, my dear friend.
Okay, dakira 8 inyanya 8. Okay. Yeah, so number is 020 higher 861 00 00. So the 4 zeros, more ne abai roshio alafu netokwaria netokaria roshio mwakere nani. Okay. Sorry guys, I had to pick that phone call. That's Mama Patricia and Jerry. Patricia Wangari. So, where was I stuck? If it comes fast, it goes fast. That's why we were stuck. And that's where we'll continue to perish. Each time tumekuwa, we've had an amazing season. And we've had amazing testimonies. Let me tell you something. Some few revelations ambazo sikuwa nimejua. Those who are watching here, I'm just going to give you a simple example. Those who are watching here, how many agencies do we have in Kenya? Kumbuka the Ministry of Labor ilisema aje? Ilisema all unregistered private recruitment companies zikuwe registered na NEA. Why hivi? Let me tell you something. 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 A year ago, let's talk about, guys, and that again for me was a very big eye-opener. One year ago, nakumbuka tulikuwa, we had exactly 384 registered agencies with NEA. I repeat, that was 1 year ago. Baboidi and the rest, ebu sikizeni. We had 384 registered agencies. That was 1 year ago. That was 1 year ago. I was like, wait a minute. Let me check. Let me do my research here. Do you know how many we have? The number of agencies in the portal NEA ni exactly 758. $758. Yes. Yes. 758. Now, the ones, yes, Rasheri, the ones that have whose licenses have either been revoked or expired are exactly 235. 235 that have been revoked or that have expired. Which leaves us still with 523 recruitment agencies that are officially registered in Kenya today. Wadoibi. Now do the calculations now. Hata yenyewe nina nguvu. Yenyewe nina nguvu. Yes. Yenyewe. Honestly speaking, yenyewe nina nguvu. Because I was like, no, I was like, something has shifted, man. 1 year ago, 384. 1 year later, goes to 758, 235 revoked licenses, or the ones that whose licenses have expired. Guys, now that started making me think a lot of. Now that put me in a state of thought, and it's adding up on so many things. Kumbuka nimekuwa nikisema we've been having meetings in Nairobi. We've been having meetings in Nairobi. It's interesting. It's interesting how the devil expects you to just come here and just put everything publicly, because Nelson, you know, I'm a public figure. I'm smart too. We got smarter. Exactly. Now that's the point I want to make, Kasheri. That's the point I want to make. Just because an agency's license has been revoked or has expired and not renewed doesn't mean they're not operating, because they still continue operating under Chinyamaji. And someone told me a couple of weeks ago, someone who actually is in the industry told me, Nelson, this is what he told me personally. He told me, Nelson, they are now in the thousands. It's not like how you had it before. So do you guys understand sometimes the kind of warfare I'm facing? Lakini ya Mungu ni nani? Lakini ya Mungu ni nani? This is Vote TV, and we will follow the law and speak up for humanity and stand with humanity. 7th day of prayer and fasting, 7th day of victory. Thank you, Kimi. Mina nakwambia, that really had me shocked. Kumbe nimekuwa nikisema 300. I've been saying, oh, it's 384, it's 384, it's 384, it's 384, it's 300 agents. No! 758 agencies in the portal. 235 whose licenses have expired. And actually, let me tell you something. I have 2 people that I checked. They own their agencies, were big agencies. I know, actually 3. Their agencies ni kubwa. I know them. I've spoken to them. I've communicated with them. And I checked and I saw these their licenses have expired months ago, haven't been renewed, but guess what? They're still operating. Still operating. Then Let's talk about the jobs that have been announced. Foreign active jobs. And I'm looking at the statistics. Remember how we have been saying they're flying, they're leaving the country in thousands. Not hundreds, thousands. Thousands. Guys, and I started checking the advertised foreign active jobs and the numbers they are putting up there. Unapata like this company here, housemaid, number of vacancies, 100. Housemaid, number of vacancies, 100. Goes. Housemaids, number of vacancies, 1,000. Housemaid, 100. Housemaids, 300. Housemaid, 1,000. Yani, I'm telling you, these numbers are ridiculous. They are crazy. These are housemaid, 1,000. Housemaids, vacancies, 200. Housekeeper, 2,000 vacancies advertised. $2,000, bro. Vacuum and wan carpets, dust and sweep floors, clean kitchens and bathrooms, replace linens, towels, and other items, maintaining cleaning records and inventory supplied, must possess a certificate in housekeeping, should speak and understand English, should have housekeeping experience, country name Saudi Arabia, salary 900 riyals. It's right here. Then, I mean, are you guys paying attention here? That's a reality. So give another example. For example, yes, current condition. These are active. These are all active. So you even have some agencies that are recruiting up to 2,000 people. I found out, for example, let me tell you what me, I will never stop talking about Scholar. I called that name out baada ya Beatrice kutolewa na baada ya Beatrice kuuliwa and what went through. I don't like going through the whole story. You know the story of Beatrice Warogoro. Mtu kama Scholar, her license was revoked on the 22nd of October last year. Na huyu mama alikuwa kwa bunge on the 29th of November. How can you be in the parliament on the 29th of November when your license was revoked on the 22nd of October? She was in the parliament. After. So wadoijiangalia, the 22nd of October is when her license was not, it was revoked. On the 29th alikuwa kwa parliament, because remember all the agencies were invited na wale wazazi ambao walikuwa wameenda pale kwa parliament because their children were either killed, kuteswa, hizo vitu zote, they were in the parliament on that day. Which brings me to the point. Just because license iko revoked ama ime expire, they are still operating. Na mko hapa mkiwatch. I'm the only target you have left. Because I'm the one who has the brains and who has the courage to speak up and stand up with those who are voiceless and those who are weak. Yes, Priscilla Njogo. So that's a reality. That's a reality. The number of these agencies has tripled. They have tripled, bro. Kwanza nikiangalia again, I'm reading this off the rip. Housemaid 100, housemaid 100, housemaids 1,000 vacancies. Housekeeper 100, housemaid 100, housekeeper 100, housemaids 300. And it's the same country. We want this to be safe for everyone. We have been praying and asking. All that we want ni watu wakuwe na conditions mzuri wanafanyia kazi. Mambo za mateso ziishi. Mambo watu waache kuuliwa, watu waache kupigwa, it's not supposed to be for the selected few, it's supposed to be for everyone. That's a very good question, Sister Priscilla Njogu. Isn't that supply higher than the demand? That's why you find in some cases, you find kuna wasichana wamekaa kwa hostel for months, wanasema hawana kazi. And they're here. They're here crying. Those are the most common cases utasikia. That happened now, like now zimezidi sana. Tuko hapa kwa hostels for 3 months, 4 months, hatupatiwi kazi, hatuendi kazi, hatulipwi, tumekaa hapa, tunapatiwa maji. Those are the kind, when you see like those kind of videos coming out when they are locked up in these rooms and they are crying out, they don't have any jobs, and they are crying out, wamekuwa pale for a long time na hapatiwi kazi, all this kind of stuff. That's a reality. So you're right. Supply being higher than the demand, that could be right. Not could be, but it's right. So now all these things are making sense. Exactly. Hizo video tumeziona, hizo video nimezipost hata nimechoka. That's why you find them in a room, wamekaa hapo. So unaonanga, wamekaa hapo, they're sleeping on the floor, hakuna carpet. Wamekaa tu maji hapo and some other stuff. Interestingly, and I'm going to actually mention this as well. Interestingly, I saw this company. This company, they're hiring people to go to work in a fish factory in Seychelles. Mshahara, they're saying salary and amount is $337 US. How much is that in shillings? Let me check that real quick. Contract period near 24 months, which means 2 years. No. Let me know. No, the dollar is high. So 39,700. Give me dollar, could you? Because remember, also inflation, all that stuff. Yeah. That's what they're saying. This is the one company that I saw that is advertising in another country. They're saying it's in Seychelles. And oh, and by the way, in wanaume, it's for men. You must have factory experience. You must be fluent in English. And you're working in a fish factory. Guys, okay, breaking news on my phone. Do you know remember what I was saying about Independence Day? Breaking news, mass shooting sahi. Hata sijamaliza, I've just finished 1 hour. Akwapi Mose? I was saying how vile mambo US was not, I say today is vile crime rate wenda juu. We already have a mass shooting, 6 people killed in Chicago. Oh my goodness, imeanza. Mose already. Breaking news right now. Chicago. Just like I say. And they're saying there's a parade. This is crazy, bro. Let me go on my Twitter real quick. I'm telling you. It's right there. I don't want to play it because of at least 6 dead and 24 injured in a shooting at the 4th of July parade in Highland Park, Illinois, Chicago. It was a parade. It's happening already, mchana. Whoa. This is something, Kimi, you can't explain this. This is happening in real time. And I was talking about it. Remember, I was saying this repeats itself every year. And I specifically mentioned, didn't I mention Chicago? Didn't I specifically mention Chicago? Look where it has happened. In a mass shooting, 6 killed, 24 injured. This is crazy. And I can tell you by the end of, even let's say by the time we are watching 7 p.m. news tonight, kutakuwa na mambo. Then by tomorrow morning, because then at night is when it gets crazy. And it's called Independence Day. It's Independence Day. And the day of independence is when you have the highest mass shooting taking place. No. Wow. Na menga watu America ni kubwa. I mean the best of the best of the best of the neighborhoods you can ever think about. But these things are happening. Ain't that crazy? Ain't that? Yo, this is crazy. Tukianza show nilisema mambo za mass shooting na Independence Day, and I specifically mentioned Chicago. I specifically said Chicago, and here we are. Breaking news on my phone. Then, what do you call it? This is another big story. Actually, because we're talking about members of agencies, members of nini. I've been talking to you about that, telling you that even here in America they have human trafficking, but the good thing about America is that they have a system that puts everything on check. Watu wanashikwa, wanapelekwa kotini, wanaprosecutiwa, when they get convicted, wanafungiwa for years and years and years and years. Those people who are involved in human trafficking and sexual trafficking. Okay, now there's a story that actually is now also in the media right now. It's about this young lady. Now she's a woman now. Msichana. What happened is she killed the man who sexually abused and trafficked her, and walimfungia for 27 years. This is another debate that's going on in America about human trafficking. So she was a teenager when she was trafficked. Akapata nguvu. She killed the guy who trafficked her, but then she was locked in prison for 27 years. That's a topic which is going on right now. Lawyers are talking about it. Yeah. Because it's a long story. I think I'm gonna post her story on the website. She's called Sarah. Oh yeah, I will. This is gonna be part of my the American segment. And this story will also be, I'll do this on my Nelson Mike podcast. So, she killed the man who sexually abused and trafficked her. 27 years later, California state pardoned her. So she was given a pardon on Friday. Only Monday. So she got the pardon on Friday after serving 27 years. At the time when she was arrested and at the time when she killed the person who trafficked her, guess how old she was? She was 17 years. Her name is Sarah Cruzan. So that's her now. That's her now. That's her now. So that's what, so that's when it comes to let me actually give you more details about her case. Sarah Cruzan, she actually had been sentenced to life in prison at the age of 16 for killing the man who abused and trafficked her. She served 18 years and was released in 2013. But her supporters continued to lobby for full pardon, which government Gavin Newsom of California state granted on Friday. So all these victims, especially victims of sexual trafficking, they're young. They're always like 14, 15, 16. Oh, Kimi, it's dark. It's dark. But again, you see, now that's the good thing about this country, because this country has a system that cross-checks human trafficking. Do you understand? We don't have that in our country. We don't have that system in our country. We don't have it. Ushaisikia, oh, ati agent ameshikwa, amepelekwa kotini, amekuwa convicted. Oh yeah, exactly. Perfect example. The perfect example is, for example, like also with R. Kelly. Good, thank you. Because what R. Kelly was accused of, that's human trafficking. Under sexual trafficking. Alikuwa anafungia hawa wasichana kwa whatever he was doing. While we were out here singing, I believe I can fly. Hey, Gakwara was on a mission. But for me, his story is sad because, like I say, I love him. I love him as an artist. His music. He's done. He's done. He's done. Oh, he's done. He's done. R. Kelly, callous. Because remember, that's one state. This is one state. Let me actually, and this is where nikiongea na when I talk to people and I start using these law terminologies and everything, people get lost. Come and say, okay, if for example, I'm talking to a parent in Kenya, I'm like, hey, look, msichana wako alifanyiwa hivi. Usually, ako supposed to get compensated. Usually, your agency, or whatever, is supposed to be held accountable. Usually, there's supposed to be a court case. Usually, there's supposed to be a compensation, which could be either 1 million shillings, 10 million shillings, depending on the damage. It never happens in Kenya. And that's why sometimes when I'm dealing with cases, I have to, even with people, because it's all about the mindset. It's all about the mindset, folks. There are certain things that I struggle to explain to some of my people because they will never understand. They will never ever understand. Because the knowledge level is limited. So, coming back, R. Kelly is being accused. It's human trafficking. And thank you, Sharif, for bringing that story, because I'm gonna use the R. Kelly story as a perfect example. That's human trafficking. So what happens? Do you see what happens? Lawyers who prosecute the case. It's serious, man. Now the thing is, of course, it's R. Kelly, so it's a high-profile case. Do you know how many millions of dollars are being washed right now? Do you know how much do you know how much money he has spent on lawyers? So now remember, and this is the most interesting thing about R. Kelly. Again, Amepatiwa, he has been given 30 years. That's one state. He has a similar human trafficking case in another state. Folks, this is not a joke. So he will still have to be sentenced in that state. So let's say he goes to the other state and they give him another 30 years. He will never see the light again. Thank you, Mose. I'm glad that you guys keep up with what's happening here. Now, let's talk about Ghislaine Maxwell, the girlfriend of Jeffrey Epstein. Jeffrey Epstein, you know his story, again, a billionaire, multi-billionaire. Listen, Jeffrey Epstein had so much money, he bought his own island. Pesa mingi. The guy bought an island. But he knew too much. That's why they had to wipe him out. Nakwambia huku pia kuna things happen in this country. They had to wipe him out. Me, there's no one who can convince me that alikufa at it was suicide. Oh, come on, man. The guy was 6 foot something. The guy was a giant. But you hang yourself on a bed. Doesn't, come on, man. But the same thing he was doing. That was pure human trafficking, sexual trafficking. So they finished him, of course. Ghislaine Maxwell. Oh yeah, they tried with her. They tried with Ghislaine. It's interesting because I was actually watching, and there's a new documentary that I was watching. Was it yesterday or the day before? Yesterday, actually. And I was saying, yes, now she's protected because otherwise she would have been gone a long time ago. So these forms of human trafficking are there. But the only difference that we have in this country and our country is that people in America, they get checked. They put them in court. They run the case. They get prosecuted. They put them behind bars. In Kenya, it doesn't happen. Ni wangapi wamerudi wakiwa na wheelchair? Ni wangapi wamerudi wakiwa viwete? Ni wangapi wamerudi wakiwa kwa majeneza? Ni wangapi? Ni wangapi? Ni wangapi? Ni wangapi, my friend? Ni wangapi? And what is done? And I can actually just use another prophetic example because this is a case that I dealt with myself, that I solved myself, that I found all the answers to what was needed myself. I can talk about Beatrice Waruguru for the rest of my life. Msichana ameuliwa, mwili imefichwa for over 1 year. Agent amekataa kuongea, ametusi mamake. The agent is still walking on free land. Situniambia last week, she's probably out of the country. Mamake Beatrice, was she compensated? Was she compensated? Was she compensated? Umesikia any compensation? Have they come out and said, hey, yes, Mamake Beatrice, tumempatia milioni 10 as compensation? No. No. Nothing. There is nothing. So we have someone who was killed. All the work that we did. Do you know? Unajua kuna vitu zingine hata bado sijaongea hapa. Now let's get on it. I can't speak everything publicly. Lakini wapenda wasipende, I will always stand with what I did for that family, but I will always stand for humanity when it comes to Beatrice Waruguru, because Beatrice Waruguru will forever be a perfect example. I had hopes. Go on my Facebook page. I was saying lawsuit. For the first time in history today, I was so hopeful. To file a lawsuit, I had spoken to 5 different lawyers in Kenya. The guys are saying, hey, this is a strong case. We are ready. Citizen TV was ready. There was a lawyer, there was a lawyer who had volunteered to support that family. And they all let us down the last minute. But again, regardless of what happened, at the end of the day, I can use that case as a reference because everything is a fact. Less in the 4th of July. Today is the 4th of July. So it's how long? It's over how many months since tulimzika Beatrice Waruguru? It's 2 months, right? Nearly 2 months. Umesikia pale atio scholar ameshikwa. Ama they have presented a case. I mean, come on, man. Come on. Now, the most interesting thing, by the way, and then I had to go and sit down and start just doing my due diligence. 758 agencies in Kenya right now, 523 which are officially registered, 235 agencies whose licenses have been revoked or they have expired. I'm doing all these calculations, man, Akichwa. Now all of a sudden, na baada wacha niwapatie mfano. Mnakumbuka vile tulipigania maiti ya Beatrice Waruguru? Mnakumbuka how tulipigania mwili? Hata ilipofika wakasema hatuwezi tukaona mwili ikiwa kwa airport. How we held that mwili for 9 hours. You know the story. Siku ya mazishi, no media, no cameras, no nothing. Hii organization ambayo iko hapa ya my agencies who have actually now become my biggest target now. You know yourself. Wakati wa Beatrice Waruguru hata hapakuwa na any public statement nowhere at the airport. Wakati hiyo jeneza ilikuja, there was nothing. Mulikataa kabisa. You had some 4 cops, 4 or 5 policemen there ati wa kuchunga. Because you knew exactly what had happened. You knew everything. You knew how dirty the case was. You knew how nasty the case was. Mulijua kwamba alikuwa ameuliwa. Mulijua alikuwa amekaa for over 1 year. You knew all those things, si ndio? But now all of a sudden, I've watched what's happening on the background. Kuna maiti 2-3 zimeingia Kenya kutoka Saudia. Nyinyi ndio mko pale airport mkipatana press report. Oh yeah, tuko hapa tumesaidia familia. Sisi ndio tunafanya. Si baba kama itikia. Right? Mbona hamkufanya hivyo wakati ya Beatrice Waruguru? Mbona hamkufanya hivyo? And you wonder why I call you the devil's agents? Mbona hamkufanya hivyo wakati wa Waruguru? You are fighting us. Why didn't you do it? Why didn't you come out and show your face and give a public pale kwa airport? Tuseme sisi tukiwa hii tumeingia hapa airport, sisi ndio give an official press statement. Why didn't you do that? Why didn't you do that? And I'm going to tell you this, you can fight me all you want, but I'm going to put you in your place. Because I'm unshakable. Babake Waruguru is still crying. Her village. Watu wa Sinai, they're still crying. Alizikwa Embu. Hata watu wakauliza, hey, kwani hatuoni mwili? Kwani hatuoni mwili? Let me talk. This is the Saudi agent. Let me talk to Malik. Hey, Malik.
How are you, bro?
How you doing? I got your message. I'm actually on my. I'm running my show right now. You say that you are busy. Do you have time now? Like 5 minutes?
Yeah, no problem. No problem. You can continue.
Okay. Thank you. So, guys, welcome to Vote TV Primetime Show, and right now I have Malik, Mr. Malik. He was here last week, and Mr. Malik has an agency in Saudi Arabia for over 30 years. You know him. I've introduced you to him, and I have some few questions. Mr. Malik, let's talk about this new update by the Saudi Ministry of Labor about domestic workers.
Okay.
What do you have to say? What do you have to say about? Because I sent you the link to read and have a look at it, and you say this is exactly how it's supposed to be. Can you tell the viewers?
Okay. It's not now. Even yesterday, you sent me a link.
Mm-hmm.
They have introduced since maybe a few months ago.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay.
But there is under some condition which they have mentioned in a newspaper.
Yes.
Mentioned there under that condition,
Mm-hmm.
it's possible even for male or female. Female, what happened? Female like a house helper.
Mm-hmm.
because for them, difficult to get a sponsor and change the sponsor. But what we'll do, maybe the sponsor is not good, okay? She could not get a salary, or same what they mentioned in the newspaper.
Yeah.
She should have to told the sponsor, take me in office.
Yes.
Once she came in office, okay?
Yes.
The office owner, he have authority to be change the sponsor, but first he asked from the girl, are you okay? You are okay to change the house? If she said okay, no problem. So then no need to ask from the old sponsor to change to new sponsor.
Thank you.
All right?
Thank you. By the way,
And
guys,
she
pay
should
attention.
Sign the document.
Mhm.
She should agree and sign the document,
Yes.
because she is going to be a new house with the new sponsor. She should sign, I am agree.
Okay.
All right?
That's right.
Without, if she did not agree, so even cannot change the sponsor. It should be the girl agree to change the sponsor, and the document she should have to sign. And the new sponsor, maybe they will take 1 week, 2 weeks, she can go and see the house, or she is comfortable, then okay, no problem.
Okay.
But for the mail matter, for the company mail matter, if the same thing happen, the conditions are there mentioned, so he can get a sponsor, and sponsor can send an offer online to the Ministry of Labor, and automatically he can change his sponsor and work with the new sponsor. Okay, all right?
Yes. So, Mr. Malik, and then what happens? Because usually they take the passport and they have the passport and they come. So they must give that to the office. Is that correct?
Yeah. She should have this passport and IKAMA, because once change the sponsor, change the name of sponsor, mean take release from the old one and go to the new one, should be in the system there, Ministry of Interior, like a Jawazat.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Online, they can change the sponsor.
Okay.
And put new name, new sponsor.
Awesome.
Okay? So no have any link, no after that there's no any connection with the old sponsor.
Yeah.
All right, because she transferred to new sponsor with the new name, so she have to work with the new sponsor. All right.
That's right.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. There's a question here. Someone is asking, how will she leave the house to the office? Is the office supposed to come and pick her up, or the employer is supposed to take her to the office?
You know, sometimes what happen, if the girl's in a problem, she try to connect with the Kenyan office, or if she have a Saudi office number, she will try to connect with the Saudi office. Okay?
Yeah.
Then the Saudi office try to call the sponsor, because Saudi office, they have all the detail of sponsor. All right?
That's right.
So the office offered to the sponsor to bring girl in the office.
Mm-hmm.
Once he brought the girl in office, then try to solve the issue.
Mm-hmm.
If sometimes it's not happen,
mm-hmm.
then office keep the girl in office and told the sponsor, okay, you really release her. Okay, we will transfer in a new house.
Yes.
We will look for her a new sponsor. Okay, once we get a new sponsor, so we will send you online offer to be change your name.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So that is happened.
Next question. Let me ask you, for example, like with your team, the people who are under your office, do they keep their passports and e-commerce, or are those passports kept by the employer?
No, they are not going to keep. They kept for temporary till they will transfer. Once transfer to the new sponsor, so they hand over ICAMA and passport to the sponsor, then sponsor keep passport and give ICAMA to the girl. Okay?
Okay.
Because she can keep also the passport, but mostly girls, what they did,
Mm-hmm.
because some girls, they joined the group, same as I told you. In Riyadh, there is not one group. There is 3-4 groups. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
They always prefer to the girl, they connected with the girls and they told, okay, you are getting 900, you are getting 1,000, come, jump from the house, give me a time, what time, where are you, I will come there, will pick you, and your salary will be 1,500, 1,200, they are giving some offers.
Mm-hmm.
So some girls, they are greedy.
Mm-hmm.
The mostly girls, they are mature. They told no. Alhamdulillah, thanks God, even the 900 or 1,000, it's enough. Because I am illegal. I can send money my country illegally. I can go outside illegally.
Yeah.
After my contract will be finished 2 years, I can go my country legally and I can come back again. Same country or the same sponsor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in this reason, sponsor sometimes fear about the matter. If I give her a passport, maybe she run away, she escape. Even the houses are good,
Mm-hmm.
Even she is relaxed, she is comfortable, she is getting salary on time, getting rest, everything. But when she joined the group, so the evil is there. She try to be escape. So it's not good. That's the reason they are not going to give the passport. But ICAMA she have always with her. With that ICAMA, under that ICAMA, she can send money to Kenya. She can even open an account here in Saudi. Even she can get a mobile card SIM. No any problem. You get me now?
I got you. We are listening. But now the thing is, this is for me a very good thing that has been done, because when they say, hey, I'm being punished, there's evidence I'm being beaten, right? I sent you the video, for example, of that house girl who was being beaten by the little girl. You saw the video, right? I'm giving you that I gave you that as an example, right? So if you're being punished, not being paid, you can change. Wait. You can change the house, report to the office, and they can change your house without the consent of your old employer. So that is what is in what they are calling Article 2 that has been published in the Gazette. Go ahead.
Nelson, I send you also message. She can viral her video by beaten that girl. Why she did not talk to the Kenya office or to the Saudi office? Okay, this is a very bad. It's a police case. Understand? It's a police case. There is no right to beat any of your worker.
That's right.
Nothing.
That's right.
It's not allowed. If this video which you sent to me, which her video viral already, that video, it's a very big evidence. Okay? But we don't know. You don't know. Who's the sponsor? She is where? She is in Riyadh, in Jeddah, in Dammam, in which city she is. Okay, who's the agent in Kenya? Who's the office in Saudi? You know, it's a police case. The sponsor gets punishment. It's not easy. Not easy. What you think? It's easy? It's not easy. I told you, my dear. Saudi, there is a rule of law. This video, which you already viral, that video, if that video go to police or go to the labor court, you believe me, that girl who is beating our girl, she should be in a lockup. Okay?
Yeah.
So should be someone push and investigate. Who is she? Where is she? Who is the office? You know, it's not easy. Nobody can beat. You know, in Saudi, if we fight each other, okay?
Mm-hmm.
If I give a slap on the face to someone else, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You have a punishment. You call police will come pick you, and you should have to be pay penalty. Otherwise, you have to be stay in a lockup with the court case, maybe 1 month, 15 days. There is a rule of law.
How much?
She is beaten by that girl. She is beaten by girl. That I don't know. She is a Saudi. I don't think so. She is Saudi. Maybe she is another nationality. It's like a Lebanese, like a Palestinian. I don't know, because I could not listen well what she is talking. If I know, then I can get the idea. She is a pure Saudi or she is not Saudi.
Number one, it's in Saudi Arabia. Number two, she's from Uganda. And number three, what she is saying in that video, she is saying that this happens all the time. And she told the office about it, and the office said, we don't believe your story. And that's why she had to record that on her phone.
No, it's not possible. If she have evidence, how can deny office? Or how you or me, I can deny? No.
No, I'm saying,
You have evidence.
No, I'm saying before she recorded the video, she had told the office. And the office told her, you're lying. And then she told the office, since you don't believe me, I'm going to record and send you the video. And that's what she did. You get the point?
Yeah, that's okay. That's very nice. If she went to court take with that video, so the sponsor who's that girl, the beating her, should be there's a court case. There's a court case. She gets some money, penalty, or the court order. Maybe she is in a lockup. You know, if she went to court, so be decision of judge. They will be judge why she is beating. Even she have some problem, can be understand each other, can be discussed, not to be beaten. Why? It's not a rule of law. You can beat. No. The way she is beating, it's like her mother, looking like her mother. You know.
That's
She's
right.
an age lady, wise lady, and the girl she is beaten, she is young. Means she is beating her mother.
That's right. That's right. Next, let me ask you. Let me ask you, because okay, now we have these new conditions by the ministry, by the Saudi Ministry of Labor. What punishment should be given to an employer who is physically abusing and beating a kadama? What's the process? What's the process?
There is the process. Who is first of all, who is going to take her? Are your embassy? Help her for prosecution. There is, I told you, there is two kind of punishment. Once, if the Kenyan girl, she said, okay, I release her, I just forgive her. And the judge say, okay, judge told to the sponsor, you pay this much. If she said, no, I don't want to forgive her because she did very bad, so maybe it's depend on judge. Maybe few week, maybe month for jail. And the other thing, the Ministry of Labor also be blacklist that sponsor. Next time he could not recruit from Kenya or even from any of country. You get me? Yeah.
Now the sad thing I can tell you, Mr. Malik. You know, we talk, and the sad thing is that this never happens. I've never had, and I have hundreds of cases I've done before. I've never seen one single day that a victim from my country was able to take her employer to court because of physical abuse or rape. It has never happened. It has never happened. Never.
Okay. What I told you from the beginning on the last interview, each and every our girls, Kenyan girls, or Ugandan girls, same as other countries girls, they should have embassy number. Okay? Or office number.
So the embassy should
then because you know the Kenyan or Ugandan or the Filipinos, they reach up to the embassy. Then embassy they help. Okay?
The embassy helps.
Embassy they help.
But
you have
the
to confirm
Philippines,
also the one other thing.
the Filipinos.
One other thing, Nelson. One other thing. You should have to be investigate who send you video, beaten, physically abused, or whatever the prostitution.
Oh, I do that.
You must investigate. Or she is illegal, the same with the same sponsor, or she run away and she is working with somebody else illegally.
They're under contract.
Main point.
Malik, these girls are under contract. This has nothing to do with runaway. I can give you 100 names in less than 5 minutes. They're under contract.
Okay.
I've had.
They have contracted.
They're under contract.
Every girl, she came with a contract from Kenya, from Uganda, from all the countries. Okay? When she reached in Saudi, when she ran away, so contract is finished, over. She break the contract.
No. You're misunderstanding me. Okay, let me say this slowly. These girls are under contract. They are working in a house. There is no runaway here. I'm telling you cases of Kenyans who are under contract and they are being beaten. They have been sexually abused. Go ahead.
Same as. No, listen, Mr. Nelson.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Same as I'm helping my girl and some other girls. If they have some problem, we spoke with the sponsor. We get on the girl in office. Why they should not contact with the Saudi office or the Kenya office? Okay, try to solve that problem. Should be someone they help. Same as if I'm not an angel or you are not angel, and the people here, there's not angel, there's good people, bad people. Okay, my girls also sometimes they have a problem. I talk with the sponsor. Okay, you treat well, you're doing this and that, not be happen again. Or else you bring the girl in office, we sort out what's the issue. We need to solve the problem. Right? Next way. That's the way. How we know if she can be inside the house because she have a mobile, she have a smartphone, she can make a video. Why she could not contact with the Saudi office or the Kenyan office who will look after, who will reach point, reach the place.
I'm talking. I mean, when there's my brother.
There is a labor law and labor code. They open one since long time. One other department. Okay, if sometime sponsor will not bring the girl, if office push him once, twice, thrice, he is not able to bring. Okay, there is a way. There is a way. Office give a letter. Okay, office wrote a letter to embassy Kenya, embassy Philippines, Sri Lanka, whatever belong. Attached from there. Okay, then that letter goes to the area police. Then police will call to that system which is running long time ago. But people, someone they are not going to follow. But there is a law. Okay, if any sponsor he deny, he don't want to bring the girl once, twice, thrice, then office wrote a letter against this sponsor to take there an embassy, certified from the embassy, the same letter hand over to area police, even with the representative of office or the representative of embassy. The same time they call sponsor.
Embassy.
If even the same time he refused, then they know how to get on the girl and sponsor. They will what they did. They will close government labor office. They close her all the facilities. Mean he cannot use whatever the bank or government department. Even he cannot go out of country. You get me now?
Okay.
They close the system.
Okay.
Unless he will come to police station with the girl.
Okay. So let's go back to something. There's something which you say. There's something which you said about, for example, like the Filipinos. The Filipinos they get full support from the embassy, and that's why you find. I don't hear Filipinos being physically abused in large numbers like people, because they have an embassy which protects them. Is that correct? Would you say that?
Yes, but one other thing also, sometimes we don't want argument with the sponsor. Okay, between you and me, if we hard argument, then it will be happen. We go through physically. The Filipinos, I told you before.
Yeah.
If they feel any problem, they are not going to be argument. If he have some problem at a house or he didn't get a salary, he go through where? To Philippine office. Then Philippine office, they will send complaint to the labor there in the Philippines. Then the complaint came from there, from Philippines to the Saudi. There's a Philippine embassy in Saudi.
Yes.
Then they will reach up to the office. Then they reach up to the office.
Okay, those are the process.
Okay.
So it's
if you are not going to solve that girl's problem, believe me, you cannot recruit again from Philippines.
Okay. And unfortunately, so that's why I'm telling you, I've been here for 8 years doing this, advocating, and I've rescued many. I've spoken about this. You know my platform. We have never, ever, I want you to remember this. We have never, ever had a Saudi employer taken to court for physical abuse or sexual abuse and rape. That has never happened.
I know so many cases, my dear. There's so many cases I know.
Yeah.
I know so many cases that they get caught and they get a punishment. If they abuse, they make trouble. Okay?
From Kenya?
You didn't listen.
From Kenya?
I don't know, maybe some Kenyan and other next.
Malik, Kenya, no. Kenya, no. We've never had someone being compensated. We've never seen any compensation on any family, on any victim. Never. Other countries that because you do because you have Ugandans, you also do Sri Lanka, you have Filipinos who are in the country.
I ask a question from you. Why it's not?
Because the system is broken. Because it's a broken system, Malik. Because it's
Who is going to broken? You know, my dear. Once your embassy get any complaint, he should follow up. Okay.
Once the embassy gets a complaint, they should follow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think they do that? Do you think they do that, Mr. Malik? I mean, you're not the embassy, but do you think they do that? I can tell you the answer. You know? So, let me see. Even we got disconnected. So, this is exactly where, do you hear? This is where we have a problem. Tunaongea hizi vitu hapa publicly. In public debate. In the public debate. Caroline, thank you very much. In the public debate. There's nothing for me to add. Umesikia? Before apige simu si tulikuwa tunaongea mambo za Beatrice Faruguru. Tulikuwa tunaongea story about Beatrice Faruguru. Before apige simu. Na hata in fact hata sijauliza the hard questions yet. No, but one thing, let's go back to the article at the beginning. Before we get all negative. It's true. Baby, I'm telling you. Baby, nina hii kichwa ina akili mingi hata saa zingine I don't know even what to do with my brains. So don't worry about it. So, ukiwa na shida, kama unapigwa, kama unateswa, yes, we know there is a law. Sasa imeandikwa. Kuna sheria imeandikwa. Hatujawahi na sijawahi, na nimekuwa hapa for 8 years nikipigania hizi mambo, sijawahi ona Mwarabu amepelekwa kotini kwa sababu ya kuchapa msichana. Sijawahi ona Mwarabu ameenda kotini kwa sababu ya kurepu msichana. Sijawahi. Sijawai. And when I say I have thousands of examples I can give, even from my own case. Nilipo rescue Margaret ambaye alikuwa ameripiwa. Na tulikuwa mpaka na evidence. Margaret alipiga picha mpaka zile condom alitumia. Alizipiga picha kila kitu. It was, anyway, let me not get there. So tulikuwa na physical evidence. Na niliambia babake ni MCA. Alianza kuongea mambo za mambo za leo, nikamwambia burasa, kama msorori. Naita wa Saudia. Usikuja hapo napiga ile kifu yako ni kama unafikiria uko pale Mushaba. Kama msorori here. Dadaka mtoto wake tulimtoa Saudia, lakini hapakuwa na any court case, hakuna prosecution, hakuna anything. Another example that I always, and these are examples that I can pick, which are very examples. Elizabeth Ppl. What happened? Siliripiwa na makara wawili. You know what happened? Walipoenda kotini Saudia. Ambia, don't talk about it. Siongee. Makara wawili hawako lose kazi yao. Bado wako kazi. Bado there was no conviction, there was no prosecution, there was nothing in the court. And guess what? Hata wakati alirudi Kenya, niliposema I will never forget that day. Aziz, sisi wajinga. Ninakwambia anyway. Niendelee. So, after Kenya, after the rest, and I fought for that lady with everything. Alipofika Kenya nikasema, you know what? Nikasema, Elizabeth Ppl, I want to tell you a story. Tukapanga, that's when I was doing the TikTok breakfast show. Tukapanga, the day alikuwa akuja ni mhost kwa my TikTok breakfast show. That day, nilipoingia tu hivi, I will never forget. I said, unampima, nimewekelea gauge hivi. Relax, guys. But he has been a blessing to me. Kwa sababu akupali, kuna mtendo Kenya kiongea na Mwarabu akona agent Saudia kuhusu hizo mambo. Tell me if you have seen any other platform. Only right here at Vote TV. So ametufundisha mengi pia. I've learned so much from him too. But anyway, let me come back to the story of Elizabeth Ppl. Elizabeth, nakwambia that day, everything is planned. And I'm like, nilika to TikTok. Nika to TikTok. Hi guys, welcome to Vote TV Breakfast Show. I'm your host, Nelson Muriuki, and today I have a special guest, Elizabeth Ppl. Kusema tu jina Elizabeth Ppl, ndikona tu live stream yangu imesuspendiwa, blah blah blah, kila kitu finished right away. The moment I said her name. So it's been 10 months now since she went back. She will never tell her story. The Sharia have to have so much information, don't worry about it. She will never get her justice. She will never get a date in court. She will never, no one, never. Sijawai, the one person that was very hopeful about ya kwamba atapata ofisi amekuwa kotini, ilikuwa time I was writing class. Scholar is still walking free. Na kama nilivyowaambia, yule Mwarabu ambaye alikuwa Goro alichukua Mkenya kwa hiyo nyumba. You know the story. You know the story. And that was like, wow. Yani unaweza umeua msichana, umemuua, ametolewa kafara, alafu the same house mnapeleka Mkenya. No, young man, they didn't send me. They didn't set me up. No, they didn't set me up. They just intercepted. No, nobody set me up for. That's before that happens. Oh, it happens. And then you learn out of it. But the truth is, Numeskia, he told us, the Philippines, whatever complaint, they tell the office. The office informs the Ministry of Labor. Then the embassy. Then, if you paid attention to that conversation, machine repeat embassy. But the embassy now, ni wa Kenya ambao mko Saudia, and as we are here, every time tukisikia mambo za Kenyan embassy in Riyadh tunasema kuna gani. We know how that goes. Juzi muliona video ya yule msichana ambaye she was recording akiwa nje ya embassy ya Kenyan embassy in Saudia, akisema nimekuja hapa kuitisha usaidizi juu kwa nimetoka, nilikuwa nateswa, nimekuja hapa nikaitwa malaya, nikatupwa nje ya nyumba, wakanifukuza. And she imagine, mnakumbuka msichana? And imagine she's recording outside the embassy ya Kenya in Riyadh. And she was mentioning names, nimetukana na huyu. And akasema mimi sitapata shida nikiwa hapa. And she willingly, while recording, akatoka kwa embassy ya Kenya, she's recording, anaongea, and she walked straight kwa gari ya polisi ya Msaudia. Yes, baby. Yes, thank you. Nakwambia, this fasting season tumekuwa nayo, this fasting and praying season tumekuwa nayo, even for me personally, it has been a season of revelations. It has been a season of revelations. Now, embassy. I'm not making this up. This is not, oh, breaking news. No. We saw it right there. Kwa sababu amerejectiwa na embassy, akajipeana kwa polisi. Come on, guys. Wacha niwaambie, hakuna nyinyi ambao mko hapa, nyinyi wote ambao mko hapa, hakuna mtu amedeal na cases mingi za kuchapwa, kurepiwa, kuuliwa kama Nelson Mike na Muriuki. None of you here. None of you. But the fact is, and that is something we all know, hakujawahi patikana Mwarabu moja, wacha wawili, moja hakuna Mwarabu hata moja ashaipelekwa kotini kuambiwa, sir, you're being arrested and you're being accused of physical abuse, you're being accused of sexual abuse and rape, you're being accused of harassment, you're being accused of none, nada. So why? Because when you don't have a system that does not protect you, of course the oppressor will take advantage of the system. Ukweli ama si kweli? Kama nikiona, let's say Omi, nione huyu mtu serikali yake hata imsimamii, huyu hata ana embassy yake hata imfanyie mambo, nitakakware, hata nikikusumbua nikufanyie mambo, hata ucomplain, nothing is going to happen. They'll take advantage of that. Am I making sense here? Kasheri, the law is there. The law is on. Hata washai update on paper. See, you are here, you are watching the live stream. Nimepigiwa simu na mamake Patricia, amenipigia simu. Because there are certain things happening on the ground that we need to follow up on, that were promised. Not to mention that all of a sudden, that agent amenyamaza. So the laws are there, and we let Vote TV will celebrate those laws because na Mr. Malik ametuambia, he told us this is the law, and he even explained in details how it should work. You are being, kama unachapwa, even if unafanya unaripoti kwa ofisi, unaenda kwa ofisi, una sign contract mpya, huyu kafiri ambaye alikuwa amekuandika the old one, and you can run that process without the consent of the employer. That's the part that I love most. Tuhamwe. That's the part that I love most. Ya kwamba you can do this without the consent of the employer. Unaweza ukabadilisha contract, upate new house, kila kitu without the consent ya huyu employer mzee. Because there's evidence about physical abuse, there's evidence kwamba ujalipo, they're actually saying 3 months. If you haven't been paid for 3 months, well, then you can run the law is there. We're not making this up. The Saudi Ministry of Labor has actually updated the Article 2, the clause. Even now with me moving forward, zile kesi ambazo zimekuwa zikiingia kwamba ninasumbuliwa, ninafanyiwa, nina copy, naambia tuna ofisi right away, iambiwe it's right, ni haki yako. Ni haki yako. Na mimi naambia watu, na mjue Mungu kwa sababu mimi I'm here. I never, siko najua Malik ni nani. Malik reached out to me, nimsaidie kutafuta msichana Mkenya ambaye alikuwa amepotelea Saudi Arabia. Never, it wasn't me. What, like I said, before I put that information out and before I even, that's why I brought his, now, you keep on saying you think it's not. There's no thinking here. I confirmed every detail of that clause with Malik. and he owns an agency. He owns an agency. That's why I let him explain that part. Nyinyi msikie na masikio zenyu. Sasa tumsema ati, oh, ni Nelson alisema. Nelson alituambia. Don't say it. No. I had to be smart, to be quiet, that part, and let him explain in his own words. We have the law. We have the law. The law is there. Baby, I repeat, I think, baby, you came. Did you come in late? They're flying in thousands. 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 Lillian was here, the sister of Metrin Kavohi. She was here last week. Sister yake amekufia Saudi. The two cousins left last week. Na alisema atusikii tunaenda. Okay. Again, breaking news. Officials are giving an update on the shooting that left at least 6 people dead in Chicago. It's running. Welcome to the 4th of July, Independence Day in America. And by the way, remind me, I'll do my due diligence tomorrow. Nitambia how many people, how many mass shootings we had today. Na ilikuwa kwa, it was a parade. Okay. So this has been a moment of revelations. This has been a moment of a lot of things coming to light. Margaret Wanjiku, I understand 100%. I know that part. Do you know why they can kill so easily? Do you know why they can beat you so easily? Why they cannot give you food so easily? For those who are oppressing you. Because they know they will not face the consequences in court. Hakuna any consequences in court. And now flipping it back and bringing it back. So you see, like, that's why, like I said, I love this country called America. You know why? Because America has systems in place for everything. 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 This country, what you can be a country, America, and because it's a continent. Because every time I talk about America, I have to remind people, remember this country is 6 times the size of our country. It is a continent. They have systems in place for kila kitu. Mtu yeyote ambaye anapitia mateso ama ameuliwa ama amefanyiwa, na kuambia they will be lined up in court. Lawyers coming up. We don't have that system. We don't have that system. And that's why we've been saying and screaming out loud, let's clean up some of these things. Let's clean them up instead of pumping our sisters in a blocked sewage. And trust to me, guys, now it is a whole different ballgame now. Wakati niliangalia nikaona ya kwamba we have 758 agencies registered. I mean, in the system, I was like, oh my God. Because the last time, I remember a year ago, it was on 384. 384. Now it's 758. Then kuangalia, 100 housemates needed, 100 housemates, 150, 1,000. There's a company which is recruiting 1,000 housemates. Wakona Saudi, 1,000. 1,000. 1,000. A batch of 1,000. Okay, good. See these numbers, it's making sense. Which means the brokers are on the road kutafuta watu kama nobody's business. Who will not do it? Guys, let's use common sense here. Aziz, let me explain something about the safe. Do you know me? I'm happy about the safe house. You know why? It will be less work for me. Hey, ndio badala watu washina Nelson nisaidie. You know what? Kimbilia safe house. So hakuna kufikiria, there's no second thinking. There's no second thought. Anakusumbua, enda kwa safe house. Remember two things nitaambia leo hii, because we are here. This is a family meeting. Remember two things I'm going to tell you here. What the two projects that will be my focus for the next, until the last day on this earth, long term. The two projects ambazo they will take and they will shine and they will prosper for generations to come. Ni A, Project Lao, and 2, Vote TV Ministry. So Aziz, let me tell you something. Let's say mtu ameniandikia Nelson nataka na Marabu. Okay, if there's a safe house, go over there. And again, because I know, remember, safe houses won't be made tonight. Watu waingie kesho. It's going to be a process. In fact, mimi nilisema ya kwamba the government announced last week about the safe houses. Nilisema this will open in 2024, 2025. So kazi bado iko. So now coming back to what I was talking about. 758 agencies. Those are the agencies. Okay. Tuchukue simple, tufanye hesabu rahisi. Tufanye hesabu rahisi. Hesabu ambayo itatuuma kichwa. Let's say kila agency iko na 10 people. Plus my brokers kila kitu. Let's do 10 people. Fanya hiyo hesabu. That's 7,580. So let's call it 8,000. So let's call it 8,000. Those are 8,000 people who are on the market looking for wasichana, sindio? Right? Can you do some calculations here? Can we do some calculations here? Which brings me to something that Priscilla Njogu said, my sister in Seattle. She said, Nelson, don't you think the supply is higher than the demand? Okay, if I have let's say 8,000 brokers on the road looking for people, and I'm looking at the numbers here, doesn't add up. So there's actually competition among the agencies and the brokers and everyone, right? Because everyone has to eat. Everyone has to eat. I saw for the first time, Boniface Mwange aliweka picha imepigwa saying Saudi jobs available. Ilikuwa somewhere in a slum. I think ilikuwa ni Kibera ama ni Kibra or somewhere. Now I'm there, this is, call it a season of revelation. And I sat down and I was like, wow. Miss Wadangani, my own mother has told me mamangu mzazi has told me. She told me this 8 years ago. And she just told me this reason. She told me, Nelson, hii vita achana nayo. She told me, leave it. Leave this alone. Let it go. Serikali iko hapa ndani, iko nini. Achana nayo. Urati loje tu bora nike. She has told me that. She has told me that. Then I had to sit down and be like, Mom, this is a calling. This is something which is inside me, and I cannot run away from it. Kama kazi itaisha. So every time I see these legislations are changing, it gives me new hope. Does it make any sense to you guys? Does it make any sense? Na nikamwambia, I'm the last man standing, fighting for these sisters. If I stop, do you know how many people will give up hope? Come on, say the other day, my phone rings. Hey, Mike, Mambo. Mike, people, I've told you guys, I never chase any information. People come to me. I never follow anything. People come on this platform. Nelson iko hivi. People come. So, my spiritual eyes have to be open. And I have to listen and I have to be obedient. The only reason I'm here is because I'm obedient and I know who I'm serving. This has been a very intimate season of revelation. This has been a very intimate season of revelation for me. Sahi Kenya kila kitu ni about election sahi. Politicians, the only thing that is in their minds is about elections. That's all they have. Then they call that, and I even asked that question here the other day, nikasema, guys, kuna pale unasikia watu ambao wanaenda kuitisha kura, hata wakienda kule mashinani, hata wakienda sijui wapi, simesema kati kule mashinani, kuna pale umesikia wakisema, hey, baadaye nikiingia bunge nitapigania wasichana wetu wa Gulf wa hii county. Kuna pale umesikia, kuna pale umesikia mtu amesema, by the way, mkinichagua nikuwe MCA, wale madada zetu ambao wako hapa, ambao wako nchi za Gulf, nitahakikisha kwamba tumewapigania. Kuna pale umesikia? Tell me. Kuna pale umesikia Ruto ama Raila ama sijui hata huyu Wajakoya kuna pale umesikia hata when they were presenting their manifestos, kuna mtu ulisikia akisema ya kwamba, by the way, in my manifesto nimeinclude ya kwamba we will fight and stand for our sisters who are working in Gulf. Kuna pale umesikia? Tell me, I'm asking you questions. It's a season of revelation, actually. It's a season of elevation. We've been crying, government, serikali. Has any one single person stood up and said, you know what, I will stand with our people and our sisters who are facing oppression in Gulf and make sure they are protected? Have you? Umesikia hata moja? Mimi sijasikia hata moja. Then I'm looking in the database and I'm like, how did we go from 384 agencies to 758 in 1 year? How? And I have to sit here and I'm trying to, as much as I can, to make sure that I use the legislative channels, try to be politically correct, because I don't want to give up on the system. I don't want to give up on the law. Kama say familia Angela Achieng. These are family that are in Kisumu. We are working on a case about their msichana wao. It's very painful. Alikuwa aletwa nyumbani May hakuletwa, ilikuwa aletwa wakasema June hajakuja, now we are in July. Do you know how many trips that family has from Kisumu to Nairobi to come to Nea? Do you know how many trips they've made? How many trips they made? You know how many phone conversations I've had with this family? Guys, I'm sitting on this chair running Vote TV and speaking up because of a big. I've seen someone. People are changing here. Thank you, baby. You said exactly the same thing. Wale watu ambao ni ex-Gulf workers ndio sasa wamekuwa mabonoko on the ground. Angeline, thank you. By the way, Angeline, where are you watching from? So many your comment here, baby. Thank you for saying that. That's something also I also realized. Guys, it's been a season of revelations. I know watu mimi mwenyewe nimepigania wakiwa hiyo Saudia. now they're on the ground working with the same agencies. The same agencies ambao walikuwa nasema sio wazuri wakiwa Saudia, hawatufanyii. Now they're back in Kenya, and guess what they're doing? They're working for those same agencies. And guess who's the bad guy? I'm the bad guy. Give me a break. It's been a season of revelations for me. And it brings me back to something that the CEO of Instagram did when he started his company. He said, there's a time that comes in life when you have to either persevere or pivot. Do you persevere and do it the same way, or do you pivot and change your strategy? And baada ya ishara tu wale ambao, kwa wale ambao unajua mkiwa Saudia nilikuwa napigania kama kitu ingine. Niliwapigania with everything I have. You're on the ground working with the agencies. It's been a season of revelations. How did the number of agencies double in a year? It's been a season of revelations. Do we persevere or do we pivot? Okay, Angeline, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Am I making sense here? It's been a season of relation. Do we persevere or do we pivot? And me, that is one question about Lisa. How do we go from 384 agencies last year to 758? And why do we have over 235 licenses that have been revoked or have expired and not renewed? Do we persevere or do we pivot? My friend from Singapore, Sparks. By the way, before this out, thank you very much for those who, let me give a shout out to Kimi. Kimi, we received your pledge. It's been confirmed. Thank you very much. Someone the phone call coming. Shout out to Gasheri. And Sparks, by the way, inbox me. Can you inbox me on my WhatsApp? Write my number. +1 571 440 9199. Sparks, I remember you had a pledge. We have a very busy week ahead of us. A very busy week. As we continue to do what we are good at, serving and uplifting people in our community. Trust you me, remember this. So Sparks, send me a message on WhatsApp, please. You got my number? WhatsApp +1 571 440 9199. So, anyway, Sherry, you have 1 month holiday. Thank you very much. I know you're going to be on the road. Enjoy your summer holiday with your family. Thank you very much. You always been a blessing. I appreciate you. I will actually I'll hit you up after this live stream. Thank you very much. That has been a very intensive. I love these broadcasts. It's been a very intensive broadcast session today. Very intimate, very close, and I've brought all this information on the platform. Thank you very much. I want to thank Mr. Malik for taking his time and coming here and talking to us and explaining to us about these new labor laws in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Thank you very much. We've been here for over 2 hours and 45 minutes. As usual, we'll proceed and do what we always do. We'll conclude with the grace. Don't forget, tomorrow, same time, 9 p.m. Kenyan time, I'll be back here. More guests, more information, and pray for safety. Let's pray for this country as well. Again, kama vile mumeona sahi, it's happening on my live stream, and I even said at the beginning of the live stream, and boom, we have a mass shooting in Chicago on the 4th of July. We'll talk. See you guys tomorrow. Let's finish with the grace. The grace of our Lord Jesus Christ, and the love of God, and the fellowship of the Holy Spirit be with us now and forevermore. Amen. Amen, 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 amen. Mubarikiwe sana, 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 sana. May God bless you. May God uplift you. And I will see you guys mañana. Okay? Kasheri, all the best, but I'll hit you up. Aziz, amen, 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 amen. Baby, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm gonna give you 30 more seconds to type your amens. Wadoivi, always appreciate you, man. Thank you. Angeline Kamura, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, TV family. I'm fired up. This week we have a lot of things in front of us, and hey, now you can finally eat. Make sure mekula. Okay, I'm actually gonna go and get my some food right now. We made it. We made it. You had 7 days. I had 21 days. God's great. It's been an amazing, amazing season. Caroline GG, Guten Nacht Deutschland. Margaret Wanjiko, yes, Mungu mbele. That's been the mess. Remember what I say, baby, it's fine. And the lack of fast, just keep on keeping on. Like I went for 21 days. I'm telling you, like my system, my faith, my everything is on another level right now. So, and the lab, I know Pastor Elimani, Pastor is fasting. Guys, this thing is tough. It's tough. We have to know who we are facing. We have to know who we are facing here. We have to know who we are facing. So, Bebe is a Muslim. Thank you. Unafungwa sato? Okay. Man. Endelea. That's an amazing thing to know. That's an amazing thing to know. So, guys, see you mañana. Again, Kasheri and the rest. Now you can enjoy your meal. Enjoy your meal. Like now, I'll do main meal, dessert. I'll have my vanilla ice cream. I can't wait. I'm gonna have my cake with my coffee. Guys, it has been a very, 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 very amazing season. Mbarikiwe, it's full time. Kasheri, take it from there. Okay, guys.